Well, some very special visitors will touch down in Sydney tonight. King Charles and Queen Camilla arriving at any moment for their Australian tour that many didn't think would actually happen. Someone else who's made the trip all the way from London, royal editor at the Daily Mirror, Russell Myers. It is so nice to finally have you on our shores.
Right back at you. So thank you so much for having me. It's been great to see everybody throughout the week. It's been a real treat.
I know, so it's just like catching up, you know, as we always do.
Friends.
But this trip's a big deal for the King, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's been a long time coming. I mean, right back in September 2022, when the late Queen passed, I think that it was right on the agenda that the King wanted to cement his legacy. I mean, there's no getting away from, you know, he's 75 years old, he's had these health ailments, and even before then, he really wanted to cement his legacy early on, get out to Australia, to New Zealand, across the Commonwealth as well, and it hasn't really gone to plan over the last couple of years. So this was very, very much on top of his agenda.
I mean, you talk about his health issues. He doesn't have a cold, he has cancer.
Yeah, for sure.
And he is getting on, he's 75. Were you surprised he even made this trip?
I think it speaks volumes about his character and about the fact that he has even paused his treatment for a couple of weeks and been working very, very hard on his recovery. I mean, it's a very, very serious illness, as we well know. He obviously had the issue with his prostate at the beginning of the year, and you know, he's a man in his mid-70s, and these take their toll. So he has worked very, very hard to get to this stage. So good on him, and I think that a lot of Aussies are going to see that this week. And he looks well. I've seen him recently. He's done very well.
And a lot of people are really excited to see him, but this trip has been scaled back. He's got the weekend off. Is that unusual?
It is. I mean, you know, I've been doing royal tours for a long time. The younger generation, Harry and Meghan, relentless tour in 2018. You wouldn't necessarily have that with the King and Queen. They've got to take it a bit of a pace. But it has been scaled back. I mean, there's no tour to New Zealand. We were only here for a few days. He's going to have a down day tomorrow. And I think he needs to be safe from himself. You know, the King is a workaholic. He likes to get things done. But the doctors have said, you've got to pace yourself with this one. So he's being sensible.
So absolutely no way that he might just pop in for a flutter at the Everest tomorrow?
Yeah, I know this has been a big talk of the town, but no, I think that he again needs to be safe from himself. He needs that rest day. It's a long journey over from London, so there is a chance he might come on Sunday. I mean, there's obviously the race is still going on, so but he won't be there for the Everest, no.
Yeah, so he's here for 5 nights. There are only 2 days of official duties, but do you think we might see a few other things out and about?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's all about community and getting to see the people. Of course, there's going to be the box ticking of a royal tour. You've got to go to see the Prime Minister, you've got to go to Governor's House. But it is all about the communities. He wants to go and meet the indigenous population. He wants to go and meet people, to speak about climate change, to go to the Melanoma Institute, you know, talking about one of Australia's biggest killers while he has cancer. I mean, this is a really significant time for the King as well.
Yeah, I mean, that meeting on Tuesday, I mean, he's got a lot in this schedule. What is in place if his health takes a turn while here?
Well, it certainly had to be planned to the nth degree. I mean, there is, of course, the royal doctor travelling here with him. There's been talk of having a blood bag. There are going to be so many contingency plans. Of course, the Aussies on this side have got it covered, and his own personal doctor. So you can rest assured that every sort of situation has been planned for. But like I said, he's really relishing this opportunity. He looks well, and he's fighting fit. So can't wait to see him out and about.
What do you make of the decision by the premiers not to head to Canberra on Monday to meet with the King and Queen?
Well, I think it's scandalous, to be honest. I think, you know, elected officials not doing their duty, and regardless of your public opinions or your private opinions, I think you've got a duty to the people, and the King would have expected them. I don't think he's going to make any bones about it. Like I said, he's much more interested in seeing the people. So, you know, it's up to them what decisions they take.
Are you saying he doesn't like politicians?
No, not at all, not at all. But perhaps, you know, he's probably going to rise above politics on this situation.
Yeah, I mean, you know that this debate is always bubbling away about whether Australia becomes a republic, but there are more royalists in Australia than there are Republicans. But do you think Does he fear losing that support? Is that part of the reason why he's sort of taken this risk and travelled so far?
No, not at all. I think it comes from the heart rather than the head almost. And I've spoken to him myself about the Republican issue. Of course, I was in Barbados with him when the Republican ceremony was handed over in 2021. And he said himself, we are not here to be leaders. We're here to be partners. He understands the world is a very different place. Of course, the Republican issue is a burgeoning issue for a lot of countries, and it's not for him to shape the legacy on the future of certain countries. So that future will take care of itself.
And you think after all these years of waiting, is he just trying to do as much as he can? And do you think we'll see him in Australia again?
Well, I hope so. Selfishly, I want to come back over and see you guys and have another tour with the King. I think that regardless of the cancer, and of course that will have taken its toll, but I think that he is a fit man, and he is definitely wanting to get out and about and shape that legacy very early. Again, like I said, there's no way of getting away from it. He is a man in his 70s, but there's still plenty to come from the King.
Well, we wish them all the best, and we hope they have a great time, as we hope you do, although it sounds like you're having a pretty good week so far, Russell.
It's lovely to see you guys.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.